Alright, hello, fellas. Welcome. Once again, we're streaming at 4 in the morning. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Welcome to another stream. Oh my god, guys, we're streaming. No way. Give me 1 second. I'm going to clean my glasses, because there is a part of my glasses that is really bothering me. Alright. Okay. So welcome to the stream, fellas. We are going to be, well, fellas, ladies, and non-binaries. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing some more. So if you're wondering what we did last time, we actually did quite a lot. So we did quite a lot. We did a couple of quests. We did our first dungeon, which is nice. It didn't take too long to get into the dungeon, so I don't think I'm actually going to level up a secondary job just yet. If it becomes too much of an issue, then I'll do it. But for now, definitely not going to be doing that. So I don't have any gear sets saved, so it literally just won't let me do this. Oh, now I can actually do it. I'm an idiot. Wait, actually, hold on. Import settings from Adventurer Plate. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna be continuing onwards, in Sleepy Hikari's adventure through Eorzea. There is something wrong with my glasses. I don't know why this keeps happening. I meant to clean my glasses before this, but I keep forgetting. It always happens. Okay, so now we have to go to Gridania, which is the next area. Also where the next dungeon will be. We did explore the other city-states last stream, so if you missed that, yeah, go check that out. Oh, forgot to say, leave a like on the stream if you want to see more of this content. Tell your friends about it. And Lego. I just woke up, if you don't notice. Boy, that poppin'. You know, something interesting is I heard that even on higher end PCs, some of this stuff still happens. Like, the game doesn't lag, but like, it definitely has some issues. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come take your... Oh, not here to dine? Dare I hope that you're the adventurer Baderon sent word about? You are? The matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mion, and the Carline Canopy is my place. With regard to the task in question, there's a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Alright, we get a high potion and ether. Cool. Not particularly useful, either of those are, but they're fine. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting me, own, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? And good evening to you too, Bow Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one that comes highly recommended at that. Well, he definitely looks like a Bow Lord. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now then. Oh, now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tempterra Deepcroft. The place was once a Gamoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. The birdmen have been growing restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing. In anticipation of this, I've been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelveswood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the Lambs of Dalamud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? Yes! You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft, and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Quest accepted. Nice. Alright, so this next dungeon isn't hard either. I think it's the dungeon afterwards where the game actually starts to, like, get new mechanics. Because, a couple patches ago, not even a couple patches ago, like, I think, like, last expansion, there was, like, a huge change where they went through all the dungeons in the game, and, they essentially redid most of them. Redid the lighting, you know, so on and so forth to make them look better. And obviously they changed the dungeons to make them... like, flow a little better. Especially since... oh, God. Especially since the dungeons used to, like, be pretty bad. I wouldn't say that they were, like, bad, but, like, they were definitely not great. Like, the first 3 dungeons were so easy, it's like you could probably run them solo and still beat them because they're just so easy. You'd probably have to take it, like, really slow, but, you know, because the dungeons are designed for 4 people, but... yeah, I mean, it's... and also, obviously, they added in the duty support system so that people could play the game solo if they wanted to, but it also helps facilitate queue times, because sometimes for DPS, the queue times are really, really bad. Like, so when I played through the game, there are some dungeons that were, like, the queue times were ridiculous. Some instances in particular that were really bad were, like... Brayflox, which is a 32 dungeon. That dungeon was pretty bad. There were several others. Primarily the end dungeons were pretty bad for DPS. Like, it's whatever. I mean, you know, if the dungeons aren't going to be that great, then at least... or if the dungeons aren't going to be that great, at least the queue times would be faster with NPCs. I ran some of them with DPS. I ran some of them with NPCs and they're fine, but they don't have the same like feel to me as running them with people. I like running with people. It's really fun. Because when you run with people, you get more like you get more experience playing the game. And you get more experience running with people in case, you know, failure happens or whatever. You end up learning from those mistakes and so on and so forth. So it ends up making the game a little better in the long run. I'm going to try to avoid these guys because they, if you don't know, enemies will attack you if you are 10 levels above them. Or up to 10 levels above them. So it's really annoying. I wish it was 5 because 5 would make more sense to me, but because there's like such a huge disparity in level at that point. Oh shit, I didn't read that. You're Sleepy Hikari, I take it? Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Croft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Moon Dalamud for their god, believing it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into a 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might have feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it only served to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that the heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that now it's their sacred duty to avenge them. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deep Croft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Tamtara Deep Croft now accessible. Alright. So the way that we're going to do this is that if it takes too long to get into a dungeon, I will run it with NPCs just to facilitate faster times, but oh, I don't need to do that. Oh, by the way, if you unlock a number of dungeons or instances in the game, you get access to duty roulettes. Duty roulettes are basically huge XP. Like, they give you a lot. Typically, they give you anywhere between like an entire like 4 levels at early levels to like a level or 2 later on. And then like 50 plus, they give you like over half of your bar. Because you get access to so many roulettes. I wish they'd boost the XP on some of them, because some of them are just not worth doing at a certain point. Because they give so little XP that it makes it not worth it. Particularly like trials. I know I spoke about this in a previous stream, but there are like trial instances in the game, which are essentially like big boss fights. They're not like dungeons where you have to run through and fight like 3 bosses or whatever. Like there's only one boss. Those are typically like the trial instances aren't really bad per se, but some of them can get really annoying to do over and over again. Especially when you're at like 80 plus and you get like specific ones like the Seat of Sacrifice, or you get ones like the one of the ones in Shadowbringers. I can't remember what it is. If you get any of those, it's just not worth doing because the XP is garbo. But some of the ones that are typically worth doing are Alliance raids, which are 24-man raids. That's the one that's typically worth doing because it gives a lot of XP and it's not really that hard to do. Wow, quick queues. That's what I like to see. But you know, no, we're not skipping it. I know the immersion is ruined because I can't get out of this menu because if I hit that, it just skips the cutscene. That is really cool looking. I've never seen that. Howdy. Alright. Let's go. Dungeon time. Oh. Oh, yeah, I gotta turn that off. I'll turn that off after this dungeon. I'll remind myself, chat. This dungeon isn't really, like, that hard. It's pretty simple. Basically, most dungeons run like this, except, like, later on they get to be, like, a little better. Ah, I didn't use meditation. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell? I always thought these guys were pretty cool looking. Because they have, like, sides and shit. And finally, we have a class that has sides, so... The thing. There we go. I always hated this one. Foe Striker's mitts. Hand it over. Now, a lot of people would ask me why do I have so many alts, or why do I play on so many alts, but it's like I play on so many alts because it's really fun to play the game. Like I find this to be like an addictive single player game. The fact that you can play as different races, you know, the fact that you can play as like all kinds of different classes, the gameplay is really fun. Like I don't think there's a game that's quite like this. In my opinion. I'm actually going to move this over here. It's quite annoying to have to, like, keep doing that. And I have to, like, stop moving because I'm playing on a controller. So. Oh, nice. I rolled a fucking 1. Ah, did it too late. Ah, don't attack me. Pass. Pass. Whoa, 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 whoa! Why are they gonna attack? No, attack the one with the lowest HP. Why? Bum 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 ba da dum bum bum. Yeah, we should be ending getting near the end of the dungeon by now. Like I said, not hard. Just really, really tedious. Snap punch. Nice. So far, this warrior is really good. Goddess of War. Yeah, she has one of the good titles. On my main, I have one of the good titles too. Ooh, 126. Big crit. Nice. Oh, nice. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we're gonna watch it. Cutscene time! That big orb is coming down. Nah, it's a fucking enemy. Who summons me from the void? Alright, guys. Let's beat the shit out of this guy. fuck. Well, Monk has, like, no ranged abilities. What in the world? Why are they all attacking me? Get out of the way. Nice. Alright. Oh, I skipped it again. No! What did I do that for? Ah. No pieces of gear. Alright, so... we're done. Alright. Oh, I got a player commendation. Let's go! I didn't even do anything! What level did I get to? 22. Learn the roll action feint. Nice. Well, this gear is better than what I had on, so... Wait, did I not get the Foe Striker's mitts? I did. They're just not better. I would rather wear these. I'm sorry. But... yeah. We'll do that. There, now I have an entire set of Foe Striker's gear. And it looks pretty good, so... Alright, let's head back to the... let's head back to Gridania. Fast queues, good dungeon, had fun. That's the important part. Oh, I keep doing that. I'm going the wrong way. Welcome back, Sleepy. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Baderon's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Well, I did get a commendation, so... Lord Lewin has asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves with predictable consequences. Ah, as if to illustrate the point. Avir's gone, and it's all your fault. If you hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to hell's with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. Oh my god. Holy shit, these people are like fucking dickheads. Sorry, YouTube. Don't demonetize me for cursing, even though I'm not monetized. I only suffered you for your healing, and you couldn't even do the one thing right. Cruel this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way of some parting advice, get rid of Evir's head. Excuse me? She's what now? Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you want with it, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just, get rid of it, alright? Don't leave me alone, please. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Evir. Please forgive me. Damn. Scenes like that have become all too common. It makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm so grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in the task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. Yes. Tell me. Oh, the quest didn't appear. Call of the Desert. So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. I'm from Ul'dah. I don't think I mind too much. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momody, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. I know who that is. We've met. Chances are she'll send you in the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you'll pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Sleepy, and good luck. Alright. Will do. To Ul'dah we go. We have plenty of money now. We have 6.4k gil. To tell you the truth, that's actually broke, but that's only broke if you have no ways of making money. You could theoretically do side quests to make money, but they take so long to actually start giving you decent amounts of money that it's like, I don't know. I don't find it a good way to make money. The best way to make money is with crafting, but unfortunately that takes a while. And you kind of need money to actually do crafting, so... Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself too. Oh, it's you, Sleepy. And there I was spouting the same tired line. Mion sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But if you didn't come all the way to listen to me prattle, doubtless you're eager to get started. So let's talk business, shall we? Nice. And while I'm here, I guess I can go ahead and grab my next job quest. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under that sun and I would have set afire a tankard of ale if you would be so kind. Ah, it's Papa Sean. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. Oh, why if it isn't my good friend Sleepy. It does my spirit well to know you are the one who will be helping us. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Sleepy of her mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amicia & Sons Mineral Concern. Now we know them all too well. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. That place seems to always have problems. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecatonchires. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mine during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they've managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creators are justifiably angry about their treatment of the hands of their ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used hecaton chairs to work their mines. By way of ancient helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the hecaton chairs, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that great giant revolt was ended, buried under 100,000 tons of rock. Well, no, that got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell Mine in the Mithril Eye a fortnight ago. Fortnight? It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg of you, put an end to this sorry business. Will do, my friend. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you didn't know, Copperbell mines are in western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amija & Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Painted Mesa, huh? Alright. Or Painted Mesa? Looking for Painted Mesa? Well, you found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell Mines, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope the skills you got to go with them. 'Cause things ain't pretty down there. The hecaton chairs left the place in a right state and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old, when the second old dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would have never thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under mountains worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong! Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt and for want of naught to build with. The stone torches keep watching over the entrances in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will show you the way in. The hope of the nations rests on you, friend. Best of luck. I got you covered, friend. Don't worry. I'll stop those giants. Where are we heading again? We're heading to Copperbell Mine. Oh yeah, forgot to turn this off. Character configuration, control settings. Yeah, I kind of forgot where the option is. Is it hotbar settings? No. Oh wait, one of them I need. It was display recast times centered. Here it is. Yeah. There we go. Nice. Now I can just tap the button whenever the hell I want. I forgot to grab my job quest. Oh well, we'll do it after the... We'll do it after we finish the dungeon. Knew there was something I was forgetting. This next dungeon is the one of the ones they reworked for a couple of like I think an expansion ago. As I was talking about before, they reworked a lot of the dungeons, and this is one of the ones I think that needed a rework because this dungeon kind of sucked. It still doesn't really work 100% properly, but at least the bosses are better because the bosses were like the biggest issue. Ugh. Oh, first yawn of the morning. Love it. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecaton shares? I didn't think that Papashan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Copperbell Mines, now accessible. And this will be the final dungeon for quite a bit. There won't be an instance for a while. There's a lot of stuff to do. Hopefully this one won't take too long. It shouldn't, but you never know. Speaking of things to do, I visited the store yesterday to go grocery shopping, and I found some frosted banana bread Pop-Tarts. And I was like, I've never seen these before. So I decided to try them, and they are as close to banana bread as possible. Like, it is insane how good they are. So I highly recommend them. They're actually not bad at all. Like, they're definitely, like, probably one of the better ones. Oh, it's you guys again. We found Dolorous Bear and his entire party dead. Aw, oh, man, that's that fucking guy that wanted to do Sastasha. They tried to push a horde of the creatures. I do have my suspicions. We are all our own worst critics, and our desire to get better achievements can rob us of good sense. Thus, we do become more given to recklessness. Damn. That's sad. May they rest in peace. Hmm. Hmm. I'm reading up on one of the characters in Final Fantasy XIV. I never knew this. What the hell? No fucking way. That's crazy. Huh? That's crazy. Okay. I won't spoil it just in case. We're still waiting. Like I said, if queue times become too bad, I will go and level up a tank class. I'll probably pick Warrior because Warrior is my favorite tank in the game. Besides Dark Knight, which I don't have access to anyway. So, um, yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Is we'll just level up a tank like really quick. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes to level up, and then we'll continue the story. Jesus, my stomach. That's crazy. That is crazy. Man, it sure is fun. I do enjoy waiting for dungeons. I will give it about 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes per dungeon. And if it becomes too big of an issue, we'll just do like I said, go level a tank. I don't want to level healer and do this because I don't really like playing the story as healer. We'll do it as tank. It'll be easier. Some of these posts on Twitter. Nice. Oh my god. Alright, Copperbell Mines. Next dungeon. Probably the last one for a while, too. Ah, I changed gear. Oh boy, dropped all my buttons. All I got is this gun. What's her name? Kobayashi. Aw, man. Dragon Maid. Imagine if it was a real gun. We all know those don't exist. I want a Garlean chop a rhino. What is chat yapping about? He's actually gonna sit here and fight these guys? People typically don't even do that. Wow. Dude's almost dead. Gambler. Okay. Alright. First boss, Kotos. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. Did he fucking miss? Ow. Threw a fucking rock at me. And he did. Oh, nice. I actually managed to get it. Cool. Love the aesthetics of this dungeon. I always liked like desert mines and stuff like that. Like they're always so cool. They are literally not going to go that direction, but okay. What is he doing? Guess not everyone knows the strat of skipping every enemy in here. It is entirely possible. Okay, I'm trying to attack the enemies in the back because these are probably going to be more problematic. Wow, another one. I don't need that. Alright, cutscene. Slaves no more! Free! Free! That must be the helmet they're talking about. Masters must pay! Masters must die! Is he gonna die before we even get the limit break? That'd be crazy. Is he gonna die before he can even tank Buster? Like, yeah, he's dead before he can even tank Buster. Oh, fuck. I skipped it again. Oh well. I'm so used to doing that. Little Lala gets the thing. Oh, I already obtained it. Well. Nice. Another player commendation. Sick. I'm also level 25, which means I can do my next job quest. That's funny. Alright. Speak with Painted Mesa. Mesa. That's the name. Oh man, it's an instance. Huh. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ul'dah will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Shan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momody. It'll do the woman well to see you alive in one piece. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. But please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for with me own coin. What rot! You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat. Much less a cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of ye. I swear on me mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mama's farce. You lot, teach him a lesson. Alright, monk versus monk. You got it, buddy. My snap punches actually land. Now, you really think this is going to be enough to stop me? Got him. Yeah. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. What? I'm getting a vision. I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes. And problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Isn't the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Uldar has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things are to take a turn for the worst, We'll always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff. It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank ye for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Uldar was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. You're not wrong. Madam, are ye all right? What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd! Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? I'll overlook this, but just this once. God's bless ye, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. I don't bear thinking about. Nice. Instance complete. Easy. All's well that ends well. Ah! We meet again. Pray do not mistake my intent, for it is always honourable, but I have been watching you ever since you departed Uldar. You played the part of envoy to perfection, confident as a woman on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailing courteous to your betters. And when your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my lady, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being quite taken with you. Ah, but my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words were all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selflessness is a rare thing in this day and age. All of these leads led me to conclude that you were the one whom I have been looking for, an adventurer possessed of a rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident, but rescue her you did, and this is what matters in the end. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbor a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions, and you have been experiencing visions, have you not? Well, it just so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent, and can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organization, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you would agree to join our cause. Naturally, there are benefits to being in such a part of a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realizing your potential as an adventurer. You need not give me your answer now. Think about it. Think upon it, and if you feel moved to help us, as I pray you shall, speak with Momedy, the ever-lovely, youthful mistress of the quicksand. Tell her the scions of the seventh dawn have found their woman, and she will tell you where to find us. The scions of the seventh dawn. Nice. I still don't understand what people mean by the story here is bad. I don't get it. It's not bad. Scenes like that are becoming more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in the spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing it. Tales of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Ah, Sleepy. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever have guessed you'd had it hard with giants in the dark. I never doubted for a moment that you'd succeed, of course, and never did Papa Sean. Which ain't to say he won't be overjoyed. Oh, I forgot. Before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. I didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Ah, it's Ada! Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Ada. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aveir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded, had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I had long thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired, just as Aveir once was. And so I've decided to start it again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Sleepy Hikari. I shan't forget. Thank you, Sleepy Hikari. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they asked me to take charge of the guild, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But if, against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Sleepy. Eh? What did you say? You want to know about the scions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Sleepy. The scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain about wanting to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Sorry, excuse me. Alright. Well, before we continue the story, I'm actually going to go ahead and take a break and, I'm going to do some things off screen. I'm probably going to level a tank, just so that I have one leveled. I'm going to do my job quests off screen, and then later we'll come back and we'll do some more streaming. I appreciate you guys joining me. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, even though I'll probably be back later. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for coming.